Hello everyone and welcome! I'm Kiv, and today we're going to be talking about how MCC might be getting 5 brand new maps in the future. It's definitely going to be getting 1, but after a bit of time looking over some of the potential maps that we could be getting from Halo Online, I've actually come to realize that we could be getting not just 1, but a fair few new maps, and then also a bunch of remakes of older maps that we've seen before. I've also got a bunch of concept art that has kind of been razzle-dazzled into the video, but I'm not going to beat around the bush. We are probably going to be getting a remake of the map Waterfall, or I guess you could say reimagining of it, because it was never actually put into Halo Online. It was just another map that hadn't been fully developed yet. It was just basically game files, and 343 have pulled that out, and they've basically come up with that image that we got in the latest update for the MCC flighting. However, you compare the Waterfall concept art from what they had in Halo Online to what we've got, it looks like we're going to be getting something very similar to what would have been in Halo Online, even though we never actually got to see it. So that was map number 1, which we know of. Now this is where it all comes into the maybe category, because this is all concept art and it hasn't been officially announced, nothing has been put in by 343, but if you are going to be making a map from Halo Online and putting it into MCC, it makes sense for you to look at the other maps that were available. Because of that, that's what this whole video is based around, going through the Halo Online maps that weren't a copy-paste from the original games, because we might be seeing them further down the track in the next few seasons. So another map that was in the game files was called Skybridge. Now, this map was basically set in Korea for some reason, and it kind of looks like the old Modern Warfare 2 High-Rise, I think. Is it High-Rise? I don't know. It's the one where all the FaZe kids do their 720 no-scopes. And you look at this and you think, hey, this is a pretty good close quarters 4v4 kind of map. However, it also might be a bit bigger than what we've got in just that piece of concept art, because it was actually described as having fuel rod guns, man cannons, and a Banshee, as well as a few turrets. So maybe there's like a close quarters middle area where the corridors of a half-built building are there, and then the rest of it is just kind of a bit more open-ended that you can fly around with your Banshee in. Now, next up, we've got Reactor. This was an actual Halo Online map, so people had a much better understanding of its layout. It was basically a dome, and it had moving platforms in the middle where you had an overshield as well that you could see. Apparently, it had mongoose and warthogs, but I don't know if it would have had room for that. I never played it, so I can't comment on that. But I think that this would be a great addition for MCC. A bit of verticality and also having some moving platforms on an actual map would be pretty damn cool to see. The next two I'm going to be talking about are pretty damn dicey at that. We only have a game file name for a map called Dry Dock. The name of the map sounds really familiar for some reason, but I tried googling it and nothing really came up. So if anyone knows something more about it, then please let me know. What you are looking at, though, is just separate concept art. We weren't outright told that this was Dry Dock, but that's what people kind of linked together. People would have made that link because the only thing we know about the map is that it was supposed to be set on High Charity. So I think that this is the case where we have a lot of maps where there are UNSC ships around, so this is just a Covenant version to kind of even out things. So take of that what you will. The next one I want to talk about was actually a separate level that they made for Halo Online's tutorial, but I think that they could totally work this into a multiplayer map if they wanted to. The reason being is because we've already got maps like that in other Halo games. I could totally see this happening, and it would be a nice in-between from the Pit and Orbital. Both of those maps had a very similar style as well, so that would be pretty cool. And that just about covers it for 5 potential new maps that they could have in the MCC. Now, for future content, Well, that is not my call to make. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I am a small YouTuber and I know nothing. What I can say though is that remakes of other maps are not totally out of the question either. There was a Halo Online map called Diamondback, which was basically just Avalanche with a desert setting, and Avalanche was Sidewinder from Halo CE. So I could totally see other remakes happening as well to keep things fresh with a new coat of paint. But that is it for my thoughts. I think we'll wrap it up there. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think and what the potential is to help keep us occupied and keep us playing something Halo related and not the same thing again and again. So let me know if you guys are happy with this, if you think that this is great, or if you would just rather the original stuff. Don't touch my precious MCC. But I'll call it there, so I'll see you all on the next one. I've been Kiv, and I'm out.